This is James Sudra from Filling Factory. Super excited today to show you around the new Filling Factory website, give you a little bit of a demonstration as to how this website works. If you've ever wanted to create your own private label product, whether it's for the household industry, automotive, specialty surface, we've made this into a very simple and intuitive process that can literally get your product up and running in just minutes. So what you're going to see on the main landing page here is all you need to do is go to Shop, and you can see the different categories. Because we just launched this just a few days ago, we don't have every product that's available quite on there yet, but we do have plenty to choose from. And you're going to see the various options that you can pick from. So let's say that I wanted to create an all-purpose cleaner. You simply click on the all-purpose cleaner here, and you're going to see the different packaging options. Everything that we currently have available comes in a 16-ounce bottle, clear bottle with either a white or a black trigger sprayer. So you can see I can select either the white trigger sprayer or I can select the black trigger sprayer. Your next option is the color and the fragrance that you want to package this in. For this particular product, either no color, no fragrance, or you could do no color with the lemon orange fragrance. And then the next step, which is probably the most critical step, is to download the label template and the copy that goes with it. So follow the link to this website, to this landing page, and it will give you everything you need in order to create a compliant label that's compliant with CPSC and FTC regulations. We do have a team here that's going to review your label when you submit it just to make sure you're compliant. But those are the regulations in the US that we need to abide by whenever you're doing a private label product. You can see if you're in California, there's some additional disclosures that you'll need to make, and along with the standard artwork specifications. So let's say I'm creating this all-purpose cleaner. The first thing that I'd want to download is the actual 16-ounce label template. So you can see it's basically just showing you this red dotted line here is showing you where the label is going to be cut. And you can literally put anything that you want within reason inside of this white area here. So use your creativity to match your branding for your product. The next thing that you're going to want to download is what's called the label copy. So the label copy is going to give you a starter description, which you can easily modify with your own brand's voice, some of the features and benefits that we've thought of for this product, any additional claims that you wanted to make on the product itself, along with the suggested directions. And then anything that you see here in red is required, and it needs to be put on the label when you design it. So the ingredients, and we list out all the scientific names for the ingredients. Obviously, if it's sold in California, you're going to need an additional statement. For more information, visit whatever your website is with a link to your disclosures. A front panel text just showing the size of the product in fluid ounces and milliliters. Back panel text with minimum font sizes, and any additional information such as your company name, city, state, zip, etc. So what you're going to want to do is download that label copy file and then translate that copy with the help of maybe your graphic designer, if you have one, onto this actual template here. Make it look the way you want to. As an example, a very basic generic label, we did give you a label template here. This, of course, is just white. There's no, snazzy colors on here, but you could see how this label was laid out with the product size, if there's any warnings that need to be on there, descriptions, features, benefits, etc. So let's say that this was my label, and I'm ready to go with it. I'm going to actually just download it here. Okay. So once you have your label, all you need to do is go back to the website and go back to Shop. And we're going to look for our all-purpose cleaner. Select the configuration that we want. The black trigger sprayer, say we want lemon orange. And it's going to say upload your artwork file. So just hit the choose file and find your, let's just say this is your label file here, and now it's attached. Select your quantity. So one thing to note, when you're ordering from us, we do have a minimum order quantity of 504 bottles. There are additional discounts for larger volumes if you want to go to 1008 or 2016. The reason it's 504 bottles is because we have a case pack size of 36 bottles. So there are 36 bottles in one corrugated container. So we're going to order in those multiples. So if there's any additional information that you want, you can actually see the shipping specs here in this section: bottles per case, case weight, dimensions, pallet, etc. Additional ingredient information and technical specs. So once everything looks good, we're going to hit add to cart. Okay. So here it's going to give us just a reiteration of our configuration, our unit price, telling us that if we order more, we're going to get a discount, and that we agree with the terms and conditions. We hit checkout. And give it a second to load. So on this section, simply put whatever your email is. I'm just going to put in a generic one, info@Filling Factory. We can put in our street address. So I'll just use the company's address here. Oops, 3878. Hit continue. And it'll give us our shipping rates. So for most of these orders, you're going to want to ship freight. Orders, since we're shipping to New Hampshire address, it takes 1 day. If you're in California, it could take anywhere 4 or 5 days, sometimes 6 days, depending on where you're at, whether you're at a business or a residential address. So that all looks good. You can also use UPS Ground. It's just going to be significantly more expensive. We really don't recommend using that method of transportation, though, for these types of orders. Hit continue to payment, and the order will be submitted to us. Once it comes in to us, we're going to do a proof on it, make sure that the colors, fonts, resolution, any of the label copy looks good to go. What will happen then is you're going to actually get a proof, either like a digital PDF proof, which you can look at and approve. Once that's approved, we're going to go then put it into production, and we'll get you a date. Generally speaking, it's 3 weeks plus or minus, depending on how busy we are, as to when we're going to actually make this and then have it ready to ship to your location. So that's, in a nutshell, how you put together a private label project. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to let us know, and thank you for watching.